Ladies and gentlemen, comrades, cousins, haters, and hustlers, welcome to 10 Minutes with Kuhle. I'm your host, Kuhle Maseko. Yep, it's 10 Minutes with Kuhle, where 10 minutes is just a suggestion and common sense is not optional. Today's episode, grab your popcorn, buckle up, because I never thought I'd say this, but ISIS wants to contest elections in South Africa. Yes, you heard me right. ISIS. The one that makes Boko Haram look like a Sunday school picnic. Except this time, they are not sending threats from bunkers, they are registering parties with the IEC. So let's talk about the man of the hour. Don't want to mention his name because I would get sued, but he's a businessman from Durban. Boom, boom. Because, a Durban businessman, because every good extremist apparently also sells curtains and Tupperware on the side. This guy has more charges than Eskom has excuses. Accused of planting bombs in Woolworths because nothing says religious liberation like talking out organic cucumbers and basil pesto. Arrested for the murder of a Muslim imam at a mosque in Verulam, which is the north of Durban, caught with 5,000 rounds of ammo, an AK-47, and a cell phone jammer. But here's the twist. All charges were dropped, just like the SA's youth unemployment numbers, right off a cliff. He says he's forming a new party called ISA, in abbreviation, but proper name is Islamic State of Africa. Could have picked literally any other name, like the local Sharia club, but no, he goes full send with a name that even your American cousin in Chicago would put on a no-fly list. ISA stands for Sharia Law, not democracy. That's right. According to this person, democracy, according to this particular individual, split the tongue there. According to this particular individual, democracy is not the problem. Not potholes, not load shedding, not corruption, not cater deployment. Nope. Democracy itself is the problem, rather. Next thing you know, they'll say load shedding is Zionist propaganda. Let's get this straight. He says democracy is enslaving all of mankind. That's a bold statement from a man who was almost imprisoned for blowing up chicken salad. He wants Sharia law because it's here to free all mankind. So, respectfully, mankind is enslaved by bad policies, not democracy. You want to free us? Start by freeing us from load shedding, stage 8, and ANC WhatsApp groups. He says Sharia is misunderstood. I don't understand. Yeah, it's misunderstood. He blames the West for demonizing it. Bad Trump, according to him. To be fair, the West has done its share of propaganda. But if you're trying to rebrand Sharia law with AKs and court cases, maybe don't name your party ISA. That's like starting a party called Nazi Revival Inc. and acting shocked when us Jews get nervous. Also, he says a DA pastor is helping him register the party. What in the political witchcraft is going on here? We've got pastors helping bomb suspects start Sharia law parties. Next up, Julius Malema joins the Zionist movement. Let's give the man some airtime. He claims Sharia law will end poverty. No taxes, no interest. Government pays your salary if you're unemployed. Basically, an Islamic utopia. So basically, Sasa would be on steroids with extra scripture, except, with potential public stonings. But hey, it's 2025. People believe Bitcoin is real. And Ramaphosa has a plan. So maybe this man's idea is not too far-fetched. Perhaps it isn't a fantasy. Craziest thing out there is someone might actually vote for him, So, well, just grab your popcorn and be ready. Now, here's the part that makes me want to apply for asylum in Botswana if the US doesn't grant my refugee application, because the only one thing that I'm missing is the fact that I'm not Afrikaner, but I've applied. But if they don't, I'm applying for asylum in Botswana. The ISC is considering his application. Yep, the same commission that couldn't stop the MK party's fake logos in time is now deciding whether a suspected terrorist can register a political party. Apparently, as long as you have 300 signatures and a dope logo that doesn't say death to infidels, you're good to go. Now, this particular gentleman asks, does being accused make me a criminal? So, being accused doesn't make you guilty, but it definitely makes you unfit to start a political party about religious governance, especially when your background looks a little like Season of Homeland. This isn't cancel culture, it's common sense. Can you imagine seeing Islamic State of Africa on the ballot next to the pathetic Action SA, EFF, and PA? South Africa will be like, should I vote for fixing potholes, land expropriation, or global jihad? Come on, if this party gets approved, I swear I'm starting my own party. Return of the apartheid, but make it vegan. So here's the truth. Democracy has problems. Yes, corruption is real. Poverty is real. But the solution is not to throw out our constitution and bring in a law system from the 7th century that includes cutting off hands for theft, which would make every ANC councillor handless within a week. South Africa is a circular constitutional democracy. And if we start letting every extremist in with a flashy manifesto, then what's next? A Satanist party? A flat earth party? A Zuma fan club? Oh, I forgot. That already exists. Let's not get soft on extremism just because it shows up wearing a suit. This has been 10 minutes with Kuhle. Today's episode felt pretty long because, when we speak of terrorism joining politics, time flies like a drone strike. I hope if you did enjoy this show, you like, share, subscribe, as well as sign up to become a member. It helps to keep the lights on. It helps to keep the truth burning. It really, really goes a long way to even our travel expenditure, as well as the work that we do outside the channel, which is raising activism within various societies in South Africa. So, do you think this party should be registered? Or should we just deport it to Syria, where it actually belongs? I'm at the point where you sort of, if you've noticed, when I speak to you, I read from a teleprompter, which is a script that I've typed, which I've typed out, and I've been reading so far from my script. But my honest feeling is it's just bad. I've really just given up at this point. Yeah, I've just given up at this point. We've got terrorists wanting to register parties in South Africa.